All right, today we're chipping. Here's the first load. All right, so we got one trailer load down. We got a Vermeer BC1000XL. This will take up to 12-inch material. Got the Case Mini running loading. Hey folks, welcome back to Around the Yard. Today we got another rental piece of equipment here. We got a Vermeer BC1000XL. This is a diesel powered chipper, about 95 horsepower. Takes up to a 12-inch material. So this is some 6-inch ash. We're just feeding through it right now. Dad's out here helping me again today. We got his dump trailer and we're feeding this thing into the dump trailer. We've got probably, well, you guys do the math. What's a 14-foot dump trailer, 2-foot sides, 6.5 or so feet wide? How many cubic yards of material is that? That's what we've got chipped up so far. I'm gonna walk you around and show you what we're doing over here. Trying to make wood chips, really. So here's the business end of this thing. We're not running, so this is safe. There's the chute. That acts like a paddle and pulls everything in, and then it hits the chipper further in. This thing so far has chipped everything that we've put into it. It's pretty powerful. I like this thing. I could see renting one of these on occasion. Oops. So yeah, it's the Vermeer BC1000XL. See, it's got a hydraulic drive there. Nice big diesel up front. There's the chute. And then you can kind of, well, you can see the imprint on the ground there where the trailer's been sitting the last hour or so. So yeah, this thing makes a lot of mulch in a hurry. This is crazy. So here's the controls side of things. You definitely want to make sure you got ear protection on. Safety glasses, maybe a face mask wouldn't be a dumb idea. I've been running the Mini, so I haven't been totally following this, but basically you got your ignition with your hours, what's going on. On the machine you got the fuel levels. In order to start it going, you got to push this button. This is the reverse and forward feed, so if it's pushed back, that means it's going to pull things into the machine. If you pull on this, that's going to reverse that feeding system and push it back out. So if something stalls or something happens or it doesn't seem like it's feeding right or whatever, you can give this a yank and it'll back it up. It'll keep the machine running, but back out the material, you can readjust it, and then when you're ready to go, push it back into forward, then it'll suck it back in. In this position, it's in idle. So once the thing is up to temp, you're gonna wanna push this down, pull it over. This gets it into like first gear and gets things spinning and moving. And then once that's kind of established for, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds or so, maybe a minute, then you move this and push it all the way down into the rabbit mode. So you got turtle and rabbit down here, so kind of low end, not engaged, and then high end. So depending on the material you're running, you kind of want to be in one or the other of these down here. So anyhow, that's kind of the quick tour of this thing. I don't know a ton about it. Like I said, we picked it up at the rental center yesterday afternoon. Dad got what he needed chipped. And then I said, well, if you get the big one, we'll chip everything that fits. So we've been, I'll show you here. We've been moving There we go. All right, other previous tours of the wood yard. We've got a pile of maple here. We got a little bit of ash behind the fire pit. And then off to this side, all of this here, this is all ash logs. And then in front of the fire pit, kind of in this pile of leaves, so basically right through here, was all kind of limb wood. You can see this piece here, that's probably 8-9 inches. That'll go through that chipper today. We're just done messing with the little stuff. The box wedge is so efficient that it's really a time waster to run limb wood. All right, so this is where the other pile was. We had those ash logs that we ran through the box wedge here the last couple of months ago, I suppose now, but they were wedged up against this cedar tree, and we bucked all those up. We put them through the box wedge, got everything stacked, put away. Well, there was a whole bunch of debris and little stuff, you know, this kind of stuff, 6-8 inch, sitting over here in a pile that I hadn't gotten to yet. And this stuff is easily a year or two old. You know, it was easier. Bigger stuff makes more firewood with less touches. Less gas on the chainsaw, less wear and tear cutting little pieces. You know, if this is dry enough, this can go in the wood furnace all by itself. It doesn't have to be split, just toss it in. We'll show you over here quick. So I got the mini going, and I'm moving that far maple pile up to here, which is a lot closer to the Vermeer chipper, and then we'll feed with the mini excavator here with the thumb. What's working pretty good is to kind of set it on these logs. There we go. This is kind of what's working good. Is I got the wood chipper here on the right, and I've got a couple of old logs that are kind of just junk, I think. We might get them split, but they look pretty rotten. Is to bring stuff over that's longer, set it on these two logs over here, and then we can kind of walk it into the chipper. So that's kind of the deal here. That's what we're doing. So yeah, I've just been moving maple up to this point. It really makes a difference to have some kind of equipment here. All right, so that's what we're doing around the yard today. We've got the wood chipper. Last weekend was the boom lift, and we were taking limbs down. This week we're shredding. Hoping to get back to the box wedge here. Maybe later on today we'll get some rounds cut up, but that's probably going to be a next weekend, probably Christmas weekend. I'll get out in the wood yard a little bit, and then I'm taking a little weekend vacation, heading to the beach. So I'll probably miss you guys between Christmas and New Year's, but we'll try and get a video uploaded. Also try and get something you guys can maybe guess where I'm going. So anyhow, I appreciate you sticking around. We'll cut in some clips of us chipping and moving wood, and we'll catch you later. Have a great day around the yard.